Aloha, it's Kiana, and here are today's top Hawaii headlines from the editors at the Honolulu Star-Advertiser. Also, mahalo to Longstrugs Hawaii for sponsoring the show. Head on over to your neighborhood Longstrugs for all your shopping needs. We are learning more about the suspected Chinese spy balloon that was shot down last week after floating over a large portion of the U.S. mainland. According to the Biden administration, the craft was fitted with antennas and other equipment designed to collect intelligence signals. China maintains that the airship was a civilian weather balloon that had blown off course. A Chinese foreign ministry spokesperson said that the U.S. had overreacted by shooting it down. The U.S. responded by saying that China operates a fleet of balloons under the direction of the People's Liberation Army. The balloons are used specifically for spying and are outfitted with high-tech equipment designed to collect sensitive information from targets across the globe. Similar balloons have floated over 5 continents, according to the Biden administration. The death toll from an earthquake that struck Turkey and Syria on Monday has climbed above 20,000 as rescuers continue a desperate search for survivors. Turkish authorities said today that the death toll had risen to more than 17,100 in the country, with more than 70,000 injured. In Syria, more than 3,100 have been reported dead and more than 5,000 injured. Tens of thousands of people lost their homes in the catastrophic quake and are now forced to huddle around campfires to stave off the cold. Winter weather and damage to roads and airports have slowed the response in both countries. Assistance is trickling into Syria, but the UN is authorized to deliver and through only one border crossing. Efforts there have also been held back by an ongoing civil war. Bert Bacharach, the popular composer who delighted millions with unforgettable tunes like Walk On By, Do You Know the Way to San Jose, and dozens of other hits, has died. The Grammy, Oscar, and Tony winner died of natural causes Wednesday at his home in Los Angeles. Born in Kansas City, Missouri, Bacharach moved to New York City, where his mother encouraged him to study music. He was a poor student, but managed to gain a spot at the Music Conservatory at McGill University in Montreal before being drafted into the Army in the late 1940s. He returned to New York after being discharged and got his break touring with Marlene Dietrich. Bacharach was a legend among songwriters and had a run of top 10 hits from the 1950s into the 21st century. He created material for Dionne Warwick, Aretha Franklin, Dusty Springfield, Tom Jones, and many others, and his songs were covered by the likes of Elvis Presley, the Beatles, and Frank Sinatra. He was 94. A 57-year-old woman was arrested today after the car she was driving allegedly struck a vehicle occupied by a special duty officer on Moanalua Freeway. The crash occurred on the freeway before the Red Hill off-ramp at about 12:25 this morning. Police said the woman was traveling westbound when she hit the vehicle occupied by the officer, who was overseeing construction work. Both the officer and the woman were taken to a hospital in serious condition. Police later arrested the woman on suspicion of operating a vehicle under the influence of an intoxicant and first-degree negligent injury. HPD has not released an update on the current status of either the driver or the officer involved in the collision. It's going to be a windy couple of days in Hawaii. The National Weather Service has issued a wind advisory for most of the state. It covers Kauai, Niihau, Oahu, Molokai, Lanai, Maui, and portions of Hawaii Island, and is in effect until 6 Friday evening. A strong high-pressure system passing north of the state will bring northeast winds of 20 to 35 miles per hour with localized gusts up to 50 miles per hour. The strong winds have the potential to cause damage to buildings, uproot trees, and make it difficult to drive. Officials are advising residents to be prepared for power outages. Meanwhile, a high surf advisory is in place for the east shores of Kauai, Oahu, Molokai, Maui, and Hawaii Island, effective through 6 Saturday morning. Surf of 8 to 12 feet today is expected to build to 10 to 14 feet Friday along affected shores. For more on these stories and all the latest headlines, subscribe to the Honolulu Star-Advertiser. Visit Hawaii's top source for breaking news online at staradvertiser.com and download the Star-Advertiser mobile app. Mahalo, have a great day, and we'll see you back here tomorrow.